Hey y'all, it's me, KJ, and guess what? Girl, James Charles is a freaking liar. Yes, I said it. He's all like, y'all need to get some primer to use my palette, because definitely a primer that's made for the eye. You can't do this with your concealer because, you know, the colors go patchy. Do y'all see this? And even like the camera is not doing it justice because these lights are so bright, but girl. Yes. I used James Charles palette. I used James Charles palette with concealer. I'm gonna show y'all what colors I used, and then I'm gonna show y'all how I used them. So I used these two purples, these two blues, these two browns, and then this dark brown here. Yes. So, y'all remember James Charles is all like, okay, I have pressed pigments in my palette. You can't use them with a primer, with concealers. I'm gonna need you ladies to go out, or you sisters to go out and get you a primer, something good like matte paint pot is what he suggested. Girl, boom, I used my $2 Pro Conceal HD LA Girl Concealer. Now, I used it in the color Porcelain. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, because this is the only color I've ever tried it with. So I'm going to show you guys how I got it to work with a concealer instead of a primer. And honestly, I think it looks better than it typically looks with my primer. Okay. So the first thing I did was I put my concealer down. I'm using my hand because obviously makeup stunt. I put the concealer down on my eye. I always use this brush to blend out my primer, my eye primers and concealers. I don't know why. And that's all I did, was basically I just blended it out till it was dry. There is no product on this brush. I did not set it with powder. I just continued to blend them out until it was still tacky, but it wasn't like wet anymore. Then I used a brush, this brush in particular. It's flat and it's dense, but it's still pretty fluffy. This time I'm going to go in with different shades and see if we get the same results, or if I just got lucky and picked good shades. So obviously I'm going to go in with the red in his palette because it's a bomb red. So what I did was I started by just packing the color in. And that was probably like the key, because if you pack the color down and lay it wherever you want it, it kind of already saturates the area. And then I just kind of blend it smoothly over the top of the color. Boom. Do you see? Do you see how pigmented? It lays perfectly over concealer. I always get Daddy and Social Blade confused, so I had to check my paper. I'm gonna do it with Daddy, and I'm cleaning my brush between colors. I'm gonna do Daddy over here. Once again, just pack it down where you want it, and then just blend it back and forth smoothly. Do y'all see like how smooth it looks? Like I said, I honestly, hand looks like Christmas. I honestly think it looks better over this concealer than the primer that I was using. But I wasn't using a high-end primer, so that could be why. I was using Heart Candy's eye primer, which I don't really care for in general. Next, I'm going to be trying it with Skip, which is the bright pink color. And we're just going to dab it on. As you see, the color lays flawlessly. I'm going to take Love That And I'm also going to take Rusted. And I'm going to use both of these colors on there. And first, this is Love That at the bottom. And I'm going in with the Rusted over top of it at the top part where there was no product. And I'm just blending it into the Love That. Like it blends, like the gradient is so beautiful. So they even blend well over concealer. So when James said you cannot use a concealer for his palette, girl, I think he was a dirty little liar. He wasn't sister sure. And I understand in all honesty, I do. He wanted you to get the best payoff from his product. But as I just showed you, you get a beautiful payoff with this concealer. Like I said, it is the LA Girls Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the color Porcelain. Porcelain is the only color I have ever tried it with. It is also the HD Conceal by LA Girl. It's also the only concealer I have ever tried doing this with. So I don't know how other concealers work. Now I will tell you, when I did my concealer and I just laid it down like this and I put color on top of it, it looked patchy and horrible. So you really do have to take a brush in and just really blend that color, that concealer, blend that concealer down. What you want the concealer to do, you want it to lose basically the top little coat of shine that it has, and you want it to lay thin and even, but still blank out your canvas, like even out your skin tone and everything over your eyes, if that makes sense. Let's do Cola. And yeah, I will tell y'all, like, I usually, like, I'll tell y'all, when I use primer, I've never liked Cola, which is kind of the reason I went for it, because I never liked the way that it like goes on, but it's going on so pretty over this concealer as opposed to how it goes on over my primer. But as I told y'all, I was using a very cheap primer, so it was like a $6 primer, so that could have been the reason why. And I'm going to blend that with, I'm going to use another color I never liked, which is 518. Oh, yes. This even looks good over the concealer. It looks so much better over the concealer than it typically looks over the primer to me. And then I'm just going to blend the two in. And it should make kind of a gradient-y, brownish, blackish looking color, because that's what blue and orange does. And as it did. Just, to me, I just feel like it should be more color there, because I like the color better than the 518. And it blends. They blend well. And I didn't do a lot of blending, but they blend well, like over the concealer. Like, girl. So, you guys, basically the whole point of the video, and these have been wiped over, and they're still, like, I wiped over them with a towel, and they're still super pigmented. I tried to wipe, I wiped over them with a towel because I was trying to wipe my hands clean so I would have more room, but it ain't come off. So I'm gonna have to wash my hands, like, thoroughly. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell y'all is this palette right here is bomb. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like some of the reviews it was getting is just because people didn't know how to work with pressed pigments. But you have to pack a pressed pigment and then move it. Like, you cover the area you want and then you blend it out. This video is way longer than I wanted it to be. It's gonna be a lot of cutting out stuff. Anyways, James, you lied to us. We can use our cheap concealers. And you guys, I'm going to include some close-ups or some pictures of this so that you can see what it looks like more directly than on camera. So again, I am KJ. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. And I'll be back. Bye.